Hi guys, Vex here. Welcome back to Super Hostile Vexelvania Developer Commentary, episode 4, I believe. All right, so I made a farm. It's nothing fancy. It's just a big old wheat farm. Yep, that's that's it. Yeah. Because I was worried about running out of food, and uh, I also filled in over here with a carrot farm and an aubergine farm. And what does that let me do? Well, it lets me beat the basic farming quest, which I started with a little bit of each and did this. Let's see. Oh, I also beat this apparently. Fantastic. Um, this. So wheat, aubergine, carrot. You get bone meal, fertile soil, and loot crate with random seeds in it. Which means we get if nothing really useful for me right now. Um, More importantly, though, we got a bunch of fertile soil. Uh, I had so much bone meal that it was easy to just power farm real quick and get all this up and running. Um, what I needed actually was dirt, and I ended up using up all of my rotten flesh on this recipe. Yeah, I used up all my rotten flesh on this recipe right here, and make more dirt. And then I got the rest of the dirt from the fertile soil reward for the quests. That was pretty easy. Uh, so yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't really need I don't really need any of this right here, except for maybe the wheat. Dang it! I can make feathers too. Yeah, in case I want to make more ammo. Not right now though. Oh yeah, I already had plenty of bread. Okay, made a bajillion bread. This stuff. Want to go ahead and turn it in? See what I get? I suppose so. Let's see. Let's see what I get out of the silver tokens. No, that one. So I'm gonna hold down shift left click. No, control shift left click. Yeah, that does all of them. And copper tokens, control shift left click, and irons, control shift left click. And let's open the tier 3s first. That's what I'm most excited about. We got a random gem. We got lootless 2s. We got sea serpent scale. I don't know if I have the extraneous material to make stuff out of this. Let's see, we got a common quality cross necklace, blah, and pearl block. Random gemstones, lots of amethyst. Um, yeah, unfortunately, that increases the length of your invincibility. This one, yeah, this is just way better. That HP is not worth the iframes. Like a lot of video games, when you get hit, you have invulnerability frames, also called iframes, and using your iframes is a core tactic of speedrunning because it's a guaranteed moment where your characters doesn't take any more damage and can often run through enemies. Let's have a look in here. This is more likely to be stuff I'm going to want to melt down. Yes, exactly. Um, oh, good. The thing that got the mythic mage quality is the stone axe. That's fantastic. Okay. Um, well, oh dear. All right, let's start melting stuff down. Melt down, melt down. I love melting stuff down for like scrapping it for resources. There's something inherently enjoyable about it. I don't know what it is. I suppose that'll be my comment bait for the day. Why is it satisfying to take various weapons and other stuff you don't want and melt them down for raw resources? Is it satisfying that need to not be wasteful? Does it does it does it please your lizard brain? That must be it, right? Like your human need for efficiency is satisfied by recycling all of the weapons and stuff you get that you don't want. Hello. I'm into Warhammer. Rare quality. Uh, hmm. I think I've gotten this thing to the point where it's pretty good. That's really good too, though. I think that one actually gets kept and not melted down. Oh, I got a glowing ingot. Scrap, 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 scrap. All right, we have buff potions and ooh, this need to be this, need to be that, and I need pants and may as well at least pick up a little bit of stats here. Poor quality, okay. Sometimes it can take a sec for the mod to roll the stats. +2 armor, minus -0.1 armor. So plus 1.9 armor. And that's just fantastic. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm ready to roll out. Transform and roll out maybe. I don't need this wood. Why do I have a random wooden stone? That's stone. Why am I calling that wood? So stupid. Uh, well, maybe you'll feel better knowing that the creator of this dang series is also derpy. All right. So that's all my housekeeping, I think. I was pretty much ready to roll out and go to the next area. Um, Maybe I can treat myself to avoiding the chains, right? So if you have just a basic farm, you always have some XP to activate the waystones. Oh no, I can't avoid the rope no matter where I go. I still have to go on a rope. Well, that just means that I need to go get myself some more waystones. Okay. So last episode we cleared the charnel pit, and that leaves this way. This is the Shrine of Last Rites. And did I come up here and clear a bunch of... Uh... Nope! They're all here. I thought I saw a bubbly fubbly around one of you guys. I think that skeleton just dropped intestines. That's amazing. I mean, I guess technically, like, they don't show up on the model, but, like, you could get one of those gross skeletons that's got, like, all the fleshy bits still on it. Ugh. Do I have any kind of AoE spells? Should definitely do these two, though. Yeah, here we go. That's resistance and strength. Dang it! Stop it! Stop. Oh, they're infighting. Oh, you're the biggest threat. Kill the magic user first. You never know what kind of magic they're gonna have. Like, I don't either. They're like, they get randomly generated spells that match their class. Ooh, ooh. Something in there was good. Yeah. I like the noise they make when they die. The little. That's a good one. So this is the. This looks like. Ah! No, don't you break my gear. Little turd. Alright. So it looks like this is the shrine? Looks like a shrine to me. I like this design. Like, this looks kind of cool. We got some magic stuff. Secrets. Pumpkin juice, sausage rolls. Fantastic. I will eat a sausage roll. I want a sausage roll. I would love a sausage roll right now. I got potatoes in the oven. I'm roasting potatoes in Wagyu beef tallow with garlic powder, onion powder, and black pepper. Don't know. I don't remember what these black apples are for. Let's check real quick. Black apple. Oh, probably for the. Okay, you can make the black apple seed. You can stalagmite bowl. Okay, this is nether food. If you're stuck in the nether, you can actually make like decent food in the nether. Can't drink that. Anything else in here? I I guess I have books now in case I want to do any crafting recipes that take them. I'm going to take all of the spells and put them back in my my vase. Hmm. Do I dare try to cast one of these? Hmm. All right, maybe I should stop and just identify it. Well, don't say I didn't try to be adventurous. There's guys just chilling on here. So right here we have a bat. Um, vampire fangs up there, vampire fangs up there, little bat down here. At this point in the map, I think I was still trying to like feel out the architectural vibes I wanted to go with. Um, I don't know. I don't know if I had tried to do Gothic architecture before in Minecraft. I'm trying to think of the things I have made before. I've done a lot of like brutalist. I like the brutalist style in some of my dungeon designs. You can see that in Legendary. Well, I mean, you can see that in almost all of my creations. Brutalist architecture in general is just kind of cool. I also think it's a good fit for Minecraft because of Minecraft's inherent simplicity. All right, I want like a minute of peace and quiet. Well, I guess we're probably okay. So this is a friendly NPC. Nothing else in this room. I feel like going to clear the other areas first. Where's all this noise coming from? Is it down here? Is it in here? Where the hell? Should I light this place up? Is it worth it? It's already kind of lit up. Like, there's just enough light to see. I guess I'll throw some other torches in here. This is a secret right here. This button right here, you can get some optional loot, which is actually pretty good. Oh, shoot! Okay, one sec. Oh, God. Okay, okay. Let's see. I want, oak flesh. I want invigorating presence. And... heal... Did the boss just... Is this the boss? Oh, he charged at me. Oh, he hits like a truck. I really don't want to take too many melee hits from him. Oh, God. No, no, you stupid goblin. Ow! Oh, okay, that was... Was that the boss? Oh, I'm glad I had the strength going. Dang you. Okay. Well, I got a silver token off of him. Woo! Okay. I did not expect... That could have been a natural spawn. I'm not sure. Ow! Okay. Yeah, I want some peace and quiet, so I'm going to clear a little bit of the more of the dungeon. Dungeon. Hello, there's a foglet. Is that a Cecilia? I'm being shot at by a bajillion skeletons right now. Hello, foglet. Yes, you're creepy. No! That wasn't the boss! That was random spawn. I see the boss in there. Did you drop any diamond armor on the floor? Ooh, okay. I wonder if the boss will be as tough. Like, if he'll have the same mods. But yeah, I wanted some peace and quiet to talk with the NPC in there. I don't have far sight, so I can't zoom my view in yet. What did you roll up? Rust, Storm, and Sprint. Oh, you're nowhere near as tough. And you're also being an idiot. Okay, well... Huh. I don't know why your path... He should be able to just hop the wall and come on down here. Alright, whatever. Okay, so I fought a naturally spawned Undertaker that was way worse than what I rolled up here on the actual boss. The one that's set to always spawn here. Got a heart off him, though. This makes me want the mining spell. Like, quickly do this kind of stuff. We need more room on my need more room on my wand. Everything I have on my wand is, I feel, is kind of important. Maybe healing sigil could go. I want to see, like, so healing sigil's kind of cool. Healing sigil may be more useful in some ways than heal because you could go ahead and how many of these can I put down? Have to be like this. Yeah, it does. So you could see a challenge coming up, and then you often give ground for time. So when you fight something like I fought that tough Undertaker, I sacrificed ground. I moved away from him, backing up for for in exchange for time and spacing. Um, if you have your back to a wall, that's a really vulnerable position because you have no more room to like dodge and move and stuff. Um, so often when as a player you see a tough challenge, you often want to have some wiggle room to fall back a bit. Like, what if he shoots a ghastly fireball at you and you want to dodge it? What if that happens and the ground gets set on fire and you need to move? What if uh, he's a storm monster and he sets the ground on fire? What if he is a lot of these monsters and mini boss style ones will summon more monsters? And what if one of those summoned ones happens to be a blight and it runs really fast at you and you have to deal with it? Like, there's so many things that can happen to where you might not be able to stand in one spot. You need to move, and typically you move away. Um, so, knowing you will probably do that, you could put a bunch of healing sigils along the expected route for you to fall back, and as you're falling back, you're walking over these things that heal you. Um, how much do they heal you, though? I don't know. I mean, this is a. I assume it has 30% potency, so that's at least a plus 30%. I don't know if the magic damage applies to the healing. Now, was there any armor on the ground? Nope. Okay. Plenty of iron around here, though, if you wanted iron. So here's an actual spawner. So this is where you could beat the quest to look at a spawner. This is going to be... Boom, boom, one of them. And I need to refill my wand. So I believe this is a skeleton warrior spawner. Alright, I looked at the spawner. How's my HP doing? Am I okay? No. Well, yes, but no. The spawner already died. Yeah, I'm glad I looked at it to beat the quest. Ow! Wait! Ow! Oh, you got thorns too. Yeah, see? That's why I went down to 3 bars of hearts right there. And that is why I top off. Because you never know. What if you're gonna get some random spawn bullcrap with a bunch of modifiers on it, right? You better be ready to deal with it. You know, I really should have blocks on my bar just in case, because there's a lot of great choke points here. Yeah, that's dumb of me, because I could, if I got in trouble, I could see something coming and just quickly do that and be pretty safe. Um, I guess I would be more conscientious of doing that if I had worse gear. Um, I feel confident enough that the gear that I do have is good enough to uh deal with most things I could encounter. Loglets are creepy. I gotta say that is an excellently designed critter. Whoa! Hello. There's something really satisfying about just tearing through a big pack of like normal monsters like that. Okay, so this is actually a new area up here. Isn't there a sign here? Did I put a sign here? No, I did not. But anyway, okay. We got the wool, so that was pretty easy. I can finally hear myself think. Let's take our filthy lucre and run back down here and talk to the NPC. As I walk through here, do I have any thoughts on this place? It's a pretty like standard dungeon. There's some wool areas that are. I mean, they're all dungeons, right? In the sense of like, if we're talking D&D, and let's be real, this is all an extension of Dungeons and Dragons, right? Like role-playing games in general kind of are, and well, chainmail before it. The idea of having a hero character that has stats that change over time, right? Uh, oh, this is gonna be two witches. Do I feel like fighting two witches? Do I have the buff spell? I guess I will. This is gonna be invigorating presence, oak flesh, which 4 bars. 3. Uh, Out. I shouldn't have fought the witches. Did I kill one of them? I don't remember. Nope, the other's still alive. Oh, I only have 1 bar. Oh no! Oh no! I made a mistake! I have made mistakes. Oh, Cecilia! Don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Run. Damn it. Ugh! I shouldn't have fought the damn witches. I knew it! Oh well, whatever. Am I missing anything? Well, the armor. I can go get the old armor. It should be on the ground. It should have been mostly full HP. Let's go ahead and do this, though. Boop! Victory. That's a hell of a way to teleport back to base, huh? And down we go. I think they're right there. And I have I've got my sword and I've got the buffs. And I have 4 bars of HP. And with the respawn buffs, I think I should be able to get this. Let's see. Can I pull just the one witch? The 2 Cecilias really didn't help. That kind of sucked, huh? God, what a mess. Oh, they're infighting. Look at that. She's killing her. Okay. I knew it was going to be a nasty challenge behind there. I'm typically more likely to give you harder fights behind obviously optional encounters, where it's like, you push the button, you know? I mean, like, you don't know exactly what's behind there, but you're in control of getting into it or not. Like, that's on you. Okay, let's take a look at the damage, the damage dealt. Are you still okay in here? You're chilling? Yeah, you're chilling, okay. Alright. I got my gold armor back. Cool. It's fine. I got my wand. Good. That's mostly all I care about. There's my torches. Don't. It wouldn't have been mattered that much if I lost them, but you know. There's my food. There's the pumpkin juice I had. All right, we're fine. I lost the copper, but that was already almost broken anyway, so it's whatever. And I have a bunch of XP too. All right. Let's see. What did we die for? Pocket Watch of Blood. Ah, yes, this. Um, this is the I'm not gonna get hit, and I'm gonna speedrun the map item. And there's actually a bunch of silver throwing knives. Um, this is a Toho reference, by the way. Uh, I believe Oxcar wanted this one. So this is a charm, right? So the suck thing is that this competes with my miner's friend, which is giving me my light. Now, I can ditch this, and now I don't have any more light. But now I do have +7 to all damage types. That makes my... Does this make my magic missile one-shot stuff? What are you? Foglet? God, you're creepy. You're really creepy in the dark, I gotta say. Alright. This room needs to be lit up. That might make these... That's gonna make these silver throwing knives hit like trucks. Okay. Oh, do I want to use this? It's risky. There's no... It gets my light source. It's a bunch of minuses to health and armor, but all the damage! The damage! Am I a bad enough dude? Am I a bad enough dude to go really aggressive? Ooh, oh, guys. Uh, I don't know. Let's go get our heart containers out, though. Increases jump height and negates fall damage. Any bobble slot. Cool. We'll put that on our head, I suppose. Let's see. And the last one is... There. Alright. Okay. I already got that one. Is that it? I think that's it. Is there one under here? I don't know if I would do that. Felina Nepta, Ravenheart Diplomat. Hello, Felina. How are you? I want the spell. Okay, we're a little full. We're just a bit full. Did I pick up any of the magic crystals? Yes, I did. I can reload here. That's great. That is fantastic. Blah 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 blah. Uh. Eh. 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 Well, that's iron at least. Let's get rid of the leather. Yeah, kind of junk items. Cool. Okay, I have some room in my inventory. Yay. Alright, let's talk to Felina. And we're far enough away from the monsters where we finally have some peace and quiet. and I cleared all the other stuff, so I'm not sitting here. I'm not just sitting here letting a bunch of stuff spawn above me, which I think I saw somebody do in their playthrough. Felina, your pallor is a little ghastly. You okay? What we got here? Felina's notes by Vechs. Wait, that should say by Felina actually. Damn. Huh. I always make a point to edit the MBT of the stuff to change the notes, change the author to the actual NPC. I could have sworn I did that. I wonder if that's a. I wonder if I did it and it's something. Hmm. So let's have a look at Felina's notes. She's got a Necromancer wand, so if you don't want this, if you don't want to go for the healer wand, you can go for the Necromancy wand here. And she's got Necromancer robes for you that are pretty good. It only costs 2 hearts. Yeah. Felina, this is fairly generous. Like this is fairly generous loot just for heart containers. Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, you could put together a competent necromancy magic build here just from uh the items you have here. And there's a raven spawn egg, raven whistle, and she sells I'm trying to remember what spell. I think these are the spells that are already on the wand. Or they're necromancy spells, I'm pretty sure. But let's have a look at her notes. Hi, Felina. Okay. These are the notes of Felina Nepta, a diplomat of the prestigious Ravenheart Coven. I write these notes at the behest of my matron, who wishes a full report of the state of the Vexelvania citadel after my mission. The Vanians, formerly House Vania, who are the master of the citadel, have stationed me at a place they call the Shrine of Last Rites. As I understand it, this is an old execution ground. Prisoners would come from the holding cells above, then they would be given their last rites at this shrine, and then thrown into the charnel pits down below. While I've been here, I haven't seen any executions, and it doesn't seem like it has been used this way for a long time. Because the Vanians are up to something else. Right now, this shrine and attendant rooms are used as a study area for Vanian magic users. A number of them have sought my counsel for various spells, which flatters me. This is a natural place to station a diplomat from the Ravenheart Coven. I must report on one grave, haha, folly I made. I met a lovely Dhampir, a half-vampire woman, named Vanapa, who was happy to show me around. She was very friendly to me, although to her soldiers her tongue was sharp and venomous. Vanapa told me that the royal chamber of Vexelvania was off limits to me, and being the very curious Ravenheart girl that I am, I just had to try to take a peek. Bad idea. Such a bad idea. I should have heeded Vanapa and the warning signs. My skin, my beautiful, silky smooth skin is so pale and sickly looking now. This is such a disaster. I can't go back to my sisters in the coven like this. They will call me such a fool, and yes, I know I was. I must trade for heart containers to any mages or other travelers I meet here, and eventually I can counteract the foulness that has beset me. Truly, the royal chambers are closed off to outsiders, and it is folly to try to enter. On a positive note, the dining hall is gorgeous and usually has a small army of Vanians congregating there. It makes me nostalgic for the Spellbone Caves branch of our coven. Their dining area overlooks a great tree and is beautiful. I haven't been to that branch of our coven in years. I wonder how they are doing. I had such a good time with them. Hope they are okay. Do you feel like a monster? Because I did. On a more negative note, I really detest the gladiator arena. It is so violent and barbaric, it makes my stomach churn. It is either that or the plethora of juices I keep being fed. The Vanians offer me a new type of juice every day. A few flavors don't sit right with me, but they seem happy to hear any feedback that I have. Actually, now that I think of it, they seem a bit obsessed with their juice. I wonder why. It isn't something I expected from a group of vampires. Well, I've already been punished for trying to snoop where I shouldn't have, so I think that will just have to be a mystery to me. Sorry, matron, but you can come snoop yourself and deal with having your lovely skin turn sickly gray. So, I found this NPC skin, and I noticed that she had like grayish skin, and like her face is either like a cut here, or maybe that's supposed to be like a mole. I'm not sure what, but she looks like she's been roughed up. And it immediately gave me the idea of like what I could do. I don't actually remember if the punishment for trying to enter the royal chambers came first, or if she came first and I was like, no, 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 no. I think the punishment came first, and I thought that there should be some sort of like telegraphing to the player to make it a little more fair, so that they have a chance, if they're paying attention to what's going on in the map, to anticipate it and then, not get hit by it. So, uh, this is my solution, is that she's basically gotten hit by the trap, and now she's trying. It also gives you a hint as to what the trap does. She wants heart containers to undo the foulness that has beset her. So I'm really happy with Felina, and she makes the player feel like a monster for killing all of the Ravenheart girls in Spellbone Caves too. And you totally should, because you're. I gotta say, playing Spellbone Caves 2, there were times when I kind of felt like the bad guy for going into some of the dungeons just to like you're killing countless creatures just to go get like a piece of cloth for some reason. So, yeah, maybe maybe you're the bad guy. It's hard to tell. It's a little. You're probably the bad guy. You're probably the bad guy. And this is what happens when I start making NPCs and adding more characterization to dungeons than, oh, it's just some skeletons and zombies. You start you start having empathy for the monsters and wondering if, you're coming into their home and slaughtering them to go get a piece of cloth. It has some very unfortunate moral implications. Okay, looks like I have a bunch of stuff. Not that that was my intention, by the way. That happened accidentally. Like a game like Undertale, like the guy uh Toby Fox, I believe. Um, like he obviously set out with an idea of like what the player would do, and in that game, like I'm well, I don't have confirmation, but I am like 98% sure he meant for the player to. Well, yeah, yeah, right. No, no, I am right. Um, oh, secret. Uh, I think you can't do the pacifist route first. Like you have to complete a neutral route first, if I'm not mistaken. I could be. Can I get up here? Oh, I've got the jump. Oh, I've got the jump boost now. Yes, I've got the jump boost. Sweet. I think you have to do the neutral route first, and only then you can go back, because there's something you can't do. I think without I remember this is like back from like what, 2016 or something. This is old. God, wow, Undertale's an old game now. Jeez. Anyway, I think there's something with alphas. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. The point is that like Toby Fox, I'm pretty sure intentionally wanted you to feel bad. Like he wanted you to kill Toriel accidentally and then be like, "Oh, oh no," right? Because to not kill her, I should add some context. Okay, so I'm talking about Undertale, which is a video game. It's a like fairly simple RPG, and in that game, you get you fall down into a cave, and you get kidnapped by a big monster lady named Toriel, who looks kind of like a goat. Um, and she says, "You can live with me here now for like forever." And it's pretty creepy because you're ostensibly you're a human child, and you should be getting like back up to like I would have maybe expected her to be like, "Oh, you fell down. Let's go build some ladders and have you try to climb back up the hole you fell down or something," right? Um But anyway, uh, so you say you're gonna go try to leave and find your way home, basically, and she stops you and is like, you got to go through me. I'm not letting you leave. And so you're like, you attack her because she's basically kidnapping you. Um, and you hit her and do like 1 damage to her, like you barely hurt her, and then you hit her again, and then I think you hit her like a third time, and you suddenly just do like thousands of damage to her out of nowhere and kill her. Um, so yeah, like the game designer wanted you to accidentally kill her and wanted you to feel bad about it, right? Now, my NPCs that I made, I was just making stuff. And I found out during my DevCom of Spellbound Caves 2 that I was like, man, I feel terrible because it's like a lot of the like the goblins and the witches, they're not just undead skeletons and zombies. Like they're living creatures that presumably have like they put up signs, they write books sometimes. I think some of I think well they would they know how to write obviously. But yeah, they have like they build little houses and huts for themselves. Uh, and I was going through in my Spellbound Caves 2 DevCom, I was like, oh man, especially in Ravenheart Coven, uh, slaughtering all of the witches just for a piece of cloth. I was like, oh man, I feel so bad. Like they're kind of bad guys ish, but then so are you. You're doing all this for a piece of cloth. So I was like, oh man, I accidentally made a similar experience, and I'm like, I feel bad. I did it on accident though. Like I did not set out to undertale you. Oh my god, you're being undertaled. Oh, that's a verb. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, that can be a verb. I did not set out to undertale you. Uh, and and yeah, I don't know really where I'm going with this. This is a developer commentary, so you're getting like my thoughts and stuff. Um, and I don't have a script or anything, so you're just kind of getting my disjointed thoughts as they come to me. I've tried scripted I've tried scripted content on YouTube a few times, like twice, and me reading from a script is just really bad. Uh, which is weird because some of my favorite creators, like Video Game Donkey and James Rolfe, the angry video game nerd, I have seen them, both of those creators that I love so much. They've both tried to live stream and make live content, and their live commentary without a script is I hate to say this, but it's kind of bad. Like their unscripted content is just really bad. Like they struggle with it. But then their scripted content is amazing. Like Donkey is so friggin' smart and clever with his jokes and stuff that he does, and his uh like he role plays a stupid person, right? Like he role plays a fool, but he's not. He's really smart. And and AVGN, he role plays a raging video game nerd when really he's actually really chill. When I started YouTube, I role played a evil mastermind, and I'm not really that evil, and I don't I don't really feel like a mastermind. My D&D players might be, yeah, you're kind of a mastermind, um, but I don't think I am. Um, but yeah, their scripted content is fantastic, and their live commentary is terrible. And my scripted content is really horrible and awkward and stilted. And I think my live commentary, just talking to you, just turn on the recording and start talking without a script or anything, just whatever I'm thinking about, it it feels really natural and flows really well, I think. At least compared to my live commentary. So anyway, okay, so to summarize, the Shrine of Last Rites is a dungeon, and when I say dungeon, I mean I was going somewhere with this. Damn it, I never finished that early in the episode. I'm sorry about that. I never finished what I was saying. Game mode SP. So the Shrine of Last Rites is truly a dungeon. It's not that big either, but um, that's true for all of Vexelvania. Like Vexelvania is a lot more detailed, decorated than my other maps so far, and that's why it took longer. It's because a lot of this stuff I was just in creative mode making, and I still don't feel like I'm that great at making like man-made buildings. I feel a lot more comfortable making terrain. Um, but I took a pretty decent shot at it. I think. I think this is kind of cool. Um, I don't really know what to compare it to, I guess, is the thing, right? Like, in a vacuum, are my man-made buildings good or bad? Like, does my little shrine here, is this good or is it bad? Is my little door here, when I tried to use staircases to give the door here some depth and detail, is this good or is it bad or is it just kind of average? I really don't know. Um, I know there's like amazing Minecraft builds, but you don't play those. There's something a build team made that you just kind of look at, right? Like I gotta make something kind of neat to look at, but at the same time, I also have to make like a game. There's like gameplay considerations and stuff. Like whether or not the staircase goes up or it goes down as you approach an area. Like if you're designing something just to look cool, like whatever, who cares? But the fact that the staircase is 5 blocks wide as opposed to 3 blocks wide, that makes a big difference. If it's 3 blocks wide, you can kind of get monsters single file to fight because they'll bump into each other. 5 blocks wide means monsters have enough room to come down like 2 by 2, right? If they're above you, that actually lets you hit their feet easier. Going up while fighting the monsters in Minecraft, like in real life, going up to fight would be harder, ostensibly. But in Minecraft, because you can kill the feet easier, um, I think going upwards is easier, right? But if you're making something just as a build to look cool, you just do whatever looks cool. But like all of the shapes and stuff in here, and the if you ignore the actual block and just treat everything as if it was as if stone. If you're white boxing or gray boxing, right? It's a game design thing. You like a white boxed level is imagine every block you see in here turned into uh turned into quartz. Like every block in the world is quartz. So all you're looking at is just the shape of the level. Um like all of that has gameplay implications. I don't want to be down here. I want to be up here. I missed a secret. Increases the rate at which wands. Oh, snap. That's really good. I forgot I put that there. Yeah, I'm not a mastermind. I'm not a mastermind. I forgot I put that there. That's really good. Increases the rate at which the wand gains XP by 50%. Yeah, I'm on 1784 out of 3000. And I would be almost if I had used this 1700 would have been calculator 1700 times 1.5. That would have been 2550. So kind of cool, and it has 8 plus 8 to hit points. Ooh, Oh, damn it. But anyway, so this area is a dungeon, like a classic dungeon. Um, like everything I make is a dungeon, right? If you go through what like the Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition player's handbook says, I believe, or maybe the Dungeon Master's Guide, it doesn't matter. Anything that has uh like locations, uh a series of interconnected locations with encounters, that's a dungeon in the broadest sense. Like uh you could play Dungeons and Dragons and have a caravan where the caravan, you're guarding a caravan and the caravan goes from one stop to another and then goes to a landmark and then to a waterfall, then to a bridge, and then to like the destination, right? That's a series of interconnected locations and there's probably going to be encounters, right? Like maybe the wheel breaks and you got to roll some skill checks to repair it and get it back on the road. And if you don't do it fast enough, maybe you get attacked by goblins, and then maybe at the bridge there's some orc bandits that ambush you, and there's a battle there. Um, so that's like escorting a caravan. But if you think about it from gameplay terms, you just went through several rooms, and in some of those rooms are different types of encounters. So you just went through a dungeon. The dungeon master described the rooms of the dungeon as escorting a caravan, and the dungeon master described the rooms of the dungeon as a waterfall, a bridge, right? He didn't say you're in a stone brick room. But like, what's the difference, right? It you get it? What's the difference? You just went through some interconnected locations and there were encounters. So that was a dungeon. And this is basically what the Wizards of the Coast design team tells you in 5th edition. I assume that's been said before in earlier editions and in other games. I don't know if that's a unique concept. I don't think it is. It seems fairly obvious to me, at least. Um, but so when I say the Shrine of Last Rites is a dungeon in like the literal sense, is that everything I make is a series of interconnected locations with encounters. So from a gameplay standpoint, everything I make is a dungeon. But like the Shrine of Last Rites is what kind of dungeon is it? Well, it's a dungeon. It's literally a dungeon. Um, there's a few like the labyrinth in Spellbound Caves 2 is another example of something that's very much a classic dungeon. Maybe I should say classic dungeon, right? Um, but yeah, a lot of areas in Vexelvania are going to be classic dungeons just because of the nature of the setting. Like you're in a gothic vampire castle, right? Like a lot of these areas are going to be classic style dungeons. That's what I wanted to say about that. I think that's all I wanted to say. I wanted to point out the difference between a gameplay dungeon, which is a series of interconnected locations with encounters, and a classic dungeon, which is a series of interconnected locations with encounters that has the wallpaper and the set dressing of a classic dungeon. Like stone walls, portcullises, doors, monsters, stuff like that. Um, but I also wanted to point out that like guarding a caravan through the overworld, that like that's also a dungeon. Which, if you're a dungeon master, maybe you didn't think about that, and I have just completely blown your mind and altered the way you see dungeons and Dungeons and Dragons, and what like you could consider a dungeon. I believe the example they give in the book is like a forest, like paths in a forest could be a dungeon. Uh, which I mean, yeah, but like that's like thinking outside the box stage one. The caravan trip is like now we're in like stage two, outside the box thinking, I think. Um, okay, so Shrine of Last Rites is a classic dungeon. Um, talked about Felina, talked about the implications of finding NPCs that you actually kind of like and maybe don't want to fight. Uh, Comparison with Undertale. Um, I wonder if the fans of Undertale have chilled out, or if they're still like the crazies around. That's a man. Ooh, there's some there's some people out there who are like really into that game, like really weird about it too. That's the reason I actually stopped my Undertale series on YouTube was the Undertale fans um made it kind of a miserable experience for me. Let's see. Anything else? I think that's all I have to say about the Shrine of Last Rites. We covered that. We covered that. I covered the design of it. I mean, you could walk through the Shrine of Last Rites and be like, okay, he put a staircase here. The skeletons can shoot you from here. The boss is here. I don't know why that Undertaker didn't jump down. I kind of wonder if I was actually out of his aggro range. I think I must have been. Or let me go back there. I think I have an idea about that. About why he didn't aggro me. I think I know. I think he could not see me. His room is right up here. Yeah, I think I was standing about here, shooting him with my wand, and uh, I have mined out the blocks there. I think the blocks were higher, right? Oh, I jump high. Oh boy. Yeah. Yeah, he was here behind. Okay, so I think his detection hit. So he basically fires the monsters in Minecraft attempt to fire a laser at you from a certain location on their body, and if that laser touches your hitbox, they see you. And I think the Undertaker, and I'm not sure if the laser, when it wants to hit your hitbox, uh, I don't know if it's your whole body or if it's just your head. If that, I think the Undertaker shoots his laser from his head, and I think that he was standing about here, and I was standing in front of that chest, and I want to say that maybe he was trying to see me and looking through here, right here, and that is a solid wall right there. And so he couldn't see me. I was just barely outside of his vision. It was either that or I was simply too far away from his aggro range, which I think might be 16 or 32, somewhere up in there, probably. Um, you got to be careful giving monsters because you can alter that value. You do need to be careful giving monsters longer aggro ranges, which is the range at which they start like attacking you. Because it makes them scan longer ranges, and now if you have every monster in the game scanning really long ranges, it can impact performance to a fairly negative degree. Uh, okay, so talked about NPCs, talked about whiteboxing and the concept of level geometry design. Talked about what do you guys think? How do I do at man-made buildings? Am I average? Am I below average? Am I above average at like making stuff that's like I mean, this is technically terrain, right? Like anything you walk around in is terrain of some kind. But when I say terrain, I mean like cliffs and hills and stuff that's supposed to look natural, whereas this was it was built by like all of this was built by a sentient creature long ago. obviously. Dwarves. It was built by dwarves actually, and then modified by vampires. But we'll get to that lore later in the map. What do you guys think? How do I do? I really don't know what to compare myself to even. Um, I hope I do okay. I've been trying to get better. Um, I think my quality, like if you go look at my old stuff, like the classic maps, um, like go look at the original Sea of Flame, and like it's kind of like, oh, he was trying. It's so humble. Uh, I know personally my builds have gotten a lot better, and you know what? Maybe that's all I should care about is that I have improved myself, and I shouldn't bother trying to compare myself to other. Who even makes maps like this anymore? I don't even know. Like Vinyl Fantasy's a thing. I know Amlip quit. He got really into League of Legends. So I don't think there's any more Uncharted territory. Uh, there's been uh, there's been some other map stuff. I haven't really the only ones I LP'd like really played were Uncharted territory. I should have probably played Vinyl Fantasy as well. But anyway, um, am I forgetting something? I feel I'm probably forgetting something, and I'm probably forgetting something, and somebody's like, Vex forgot me," and I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry." So if I did, I'm so sorry. I'm a derp. Um, but yeah. Anyway, that's all I can think about for Magenta Wool. Uh, I'll see you guys next episode. We're going after light blue, and until then, as always, take it easy.